Hi, everybody. How are you doing today? I'm so excited and honored. We're bringing the start of the week on Facebook and all social media. We have an exclusive interview with Eric Hobbs, who is our start of the week for Art2 International Magazine. He's a visual artist from Cologne, Germany. His works are multimedia. He uses a very specific technique. They look kind of psychedelic, expressionist, surreal. It's incredible. You get to see it in a few minutes. But first, let's introduce the start of the week. Eric, welcome. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you. How are you?
Great, great. Can you talk to us about your art? Well, I share this with the audience so they get to see your works too.
All right. Well, I'm a visual artist living in Cologne, and I do very expressionistic and surrealistic art. And I use all kinds of techniques, acrylic colors, um, felt, pen, chalk, and also oil painting. I like to experiment a lot. And I like to let my thoughts and my feelings run into my paintings so that they transform into fractals, geometric forms, and then they create some aesthetic figures. And I create through that composition. There are also some figurative elements from the reality, and that creates a metamorphosis with a lot of with these fractals and these geometric figures. And I also like the idea that my unconscious is talking, and I used to ruminate a lot. So in my paintings, there are a lot of written stuff inside. So thoughts that came into my mind, I just write them down. I let it become part of my art. And in this way, I could actually pretty much control my ruminating and let it become like create self-doubt into art and into something positive. And yeah, and so it started to become something very special.
Mm-hmm.
And I started to make, for example, this painting there. I just started randomly with some forms, and at the first place it looked like a supernova. But
Right.
then after some point, I became an inspiration, and so I transformed it into the virus, and it became also. It looks like a virus that is entering a cell and communicating with a cell, changing his genetic information so that it can reproduce itself. And yeah, I think all paintings are very individual, and none of my paintings are really the same. It's always something different, and it's very experimental. This one, the love barrier, is you can recognize a skull and also a dancing woman in the shape of a heart. So it's it just emerged like that. I didn't plan it. It just became this painting through adding. Sorry.
I'm just impressed that it's so spontaneous and it looks so carefully designed. So you
Yeah,
must be like in a state of trance when you're doing this, right?
yeah. It becomes like a state of trance at the far end. If I'm very concentrated, I'm not thinking anymore about what I'm doing. I just do, and it just come out of me. The feeling of how to do it. Very intuitive also.
Mm-hmm. Well,
And it starts very easy, and then it becomes more and more detailed.
now I wanted to ask you about some paintings that I saw in the back that we have on the website. which are the paintings that you sent for this week, because they are almost there. They're so amazing. I just love all your work. Time Bomb. This is something that I wanted to hear about, because I'm very curious about the concept, and it's a series of like 3 or 4 paintings, right?
Yeah. I wanted to make the same topic in 4 different ways, and to discover how the technique influences the topic. And you can see a grenade, and on the top of the grenade you see an iceberg, and on the left you see a little boat, and in the back you see the landscape, the nature, and in the front the turtle that is craving for a condom. Actually, there are like, it's a bit like a collage I made before I did this painting, and it actually reflects a bit the problem about the North Pole, the Northern Pole. When the ice is melting, the water is becoming like the whole Earth. The sun is not reflected anymore from the ice, from the white. So the Earth becomes very hot, and this is actually like a time bomb. If there's no ice in the North Pole and the South Pole anymore, then the Earth is going to be very hot, and there will be a complete change of temperature and climate, and this would be a disaster, I think. So it is a bit. That's why I use a grenade, because it's a time bomb. And as soon as the ice is gone, the grenade is exploding, and
This is a different.
yeah, this is different because this is actually a bit more classical.
Right.
I wanted to see how quick I could actually add all the colors so that it looks like classic, more or less. And then I just added some other forms and shapes, some aesthetical figures to it that can be seen more or less. And this is actually like a puzzle of the figures and the faces and the forms, and that creates the whole composition of this painting. Has also something very cartoonish, maybe a bit. And it's very clear and two-dimensional, like very, very detailed. So in this painting, you can rediscover a lot of stuff.
Yeah, this is something to appreciate for hours, because the more I see it, the more I get to discover all these different characters in that painting.
Yeah.
Wow. And this is Time Bomb 1. So this the first one you created of that series, or?
Yeah, exactly. This is the first one. This is like I just started, and I started writing stuff in on this painting, and then I added colors and shape and form, and well, this actually became the first one. The second one was way more. I started way more detailed for the second one. This one I started very rough, actually. So that's why you see a bit of difference, maybe.
Yeah. But I love the fact that you are sharing environmental conservation message. That's very meaningful for us too at the magazine. That's what we're about too. When did you discover you wanted to be an artist?
As an artist, I saw myself when I was 7 already. I had always this idea of becoming an artist, and but I was not very sure about it. And it became very clear for me to become an artist when I was 24. I did some studies, and after those, I rethought about everything, and I realized that I'm more of a creative person. And then I jumped into art again. I started to do taking some lessons about drawing, aquarelle painting, and then I started studying in Utrecht, where I jumped really into the art world and the thinking, and yeah, that's how I actually became an artist.
Are you in your studio now?
Yeah, this is actually my atelier here.
Can you show us around?
Yeah. Well, this is don't know how it's called in English. Shuffle.
Oh, the easel. Uh-huh. That's an
This is
easel. Yeah.
so okay. This is a table where I have a lot of I put a lot of stuff on, like painting, like colors and pencils, and I also use it as a platform for painting. And this is a very new painting from me. I just painted Jesus.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love it.
And the good thing about this atelier, it's just under the roof top, so there's a lot of light coming in. So
Right.
it's actually perfect for painting.
I,
And then you
I
look
see the
big map
wall.
here.
I see you're drawing even on the walls.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's good to have an atelier where you can just let yourself go.
Yeah, that's
And
fantastic.
this is
Oh,
also a new try. I use wallpaper paste, and I just stick drawings and with felt on the painting, and then I will repaint over it again, and then see what happens.
wow. Very mixed media. Exciting. That's exciting to see how it would end. Beautiful. Well, thanks so much for letting us into your atelier.
Yeah, it was a pleasure.
Yes. So, for those who want to see your work, where do they go? What's the website?
On my website, you can actually see under acrylic paintings all my work, and you see also aquarelle paintings also under the menu point aquarelle paintings.
That sounds exciting. I'm gonna put your website anyway on the screen so that people get to see it and on the comments so that they visit you.
All
Um,
right, thank you very much.
any message you want to send out to anyone out there or to the public before you go?
Yeah, I think the very important thing is to work every day a little bit, even if you're not inspired, even if you're not concentrated at all, even if it's just for 10 minutes every day a little bit, because very important to stay in tune. And even if it's just for 5 minutes, it doesn't matter. It can also start for 5 minutes. You think you work for 5 minutes, and then at the far end you work for 10 hours. You don't know. It is always worth a try, even if you're not motivated.
That's
That's
an
my
incredible
message.
message. It's discipline, so you're very disciplined. That's awesome. Yeah, important. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, even if it's very important not to be hard to yourself in the way that because you didn't do much on the day, it would be not a good thing. But if you work like for 5 minutes, even, it's still something. So this is important, I think. Every day a little bit.
all righty. Wow, I'm gonna keep that in mind. Thank you so much. Thanks for sharing and for
Yes,
this beautiful
pleasure.
moment that you led us into your sacred place. It means a lot to us. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you too.
And thanks everybody for watching. Support the arts and support the artists. Visit Eric's website so that you can discover so much more about him. And check out the ArtTour International Magazine just came out. So there's so much going on. We have a whole page for Eric on our website too. So you can check that out too and read more about him and contact the artist if you want to learn more. Thanks, Eric.
Thank you.